Hey, what's going on, guys? It's from Macabre Solutions. I'm here with Cold Harbor Supply's YouTube channel, and we're just going to go over a couple new products that are going to be coming out. These are really simple products. They have a simple function, but they are quite handy. So the first one we're going to go over is a mini chem light patch. It's called the ChemPatch, and what this allows you to do is hold 4 mini chem sticks on a Velcro patch. And there's a couple things that they asked me to do when they approached me to design this product. One was the ability to basically hold these patches anywhere that you have Velcro. So anywhere you have Velcro loop, you're gonna be able to slam this patch on. But the other thing is we wanted it to hold it securely, have them not fall out or get snagged. And the third thing was the ability to actually use the chem light while it's mounted onto this patch. So you can see when they are mounted in here, you actually have most of the visibility of the light. So this isn't just a holder, you're actually able to use it for like PID or whatever in the process. So what this aims to do is just to provide you a significantly cheaper option for ID on a flat range or even in the field, right? If you're working through a field and you want to have IR chem patches for ID, in a squad or in a unit or in your det or whatever, you can have one of these mounted to your helmet versus, a pretty costly option of something like this. Obviously, you can run this in IR mode. So it's the exact same functionality with these mini chem lights as an IR, strobe like this. But, you can pass these out to an entire det significantly more cost effectively than one of those. So we're going to be releasing these in 3 colors. It's going to be Ranger Green, Black, and multicam option here. One more thing I want to mention, if you are, let's say working in a recce det or whatever, and you need to be marking a firing position or assault position or something like that, these mini chem lights actually are quite handy for that versus taking a full-size chem light, cutting a little window or however you want to do that for marking purposes. These little chem lights are actually very handy for that. And so what you can do is you can have these staged. Let's say they're on the front of your plate carrier or chest rig or whatever. You can stage your various colors. Like let's say you're using 2 reds and a blue, or you're using greens for an infill or an exfill or whatever. You can kind of stage these chem lights in a row on your kit, and this kind of holds them nicely. I would suggest though, if you are going to try and use these for staging, they are quite tight fitting at the beginning. So if you're having a hard time kind of getting them in and out, you might want to have them staged kind of like half in like this. So you could, let's say, have like greens up, IRs down, reds up, greens down, and then you can just pull them out like that. So yeah, super simple product, but it definitely serves a function, and we hope you guys are going to be interested in these, and they should be hitting the site soon. The next thing we're going to talk about is another simple product, but it's very useful. This is called the BatteryPatch, and it's exactly what the name implies. So it's basically just elastic loops. They start at a AA size, and then obviously the elastic will stretch out. CR123s, full-size chem lights, 18650s. Those will all fit nicely in here. So obviously it's a bit tighter as you go up to the larger battery sizes, but they all fit. So what we've done on these is the elastic is mounted to a laser cut piece of Curve. Curve is like a thermoplastic hard material here. Let's say you're running a bunch of 18650s and they're really stretching out the elastics. If you don't have a hardened Curve backer on there, the whole patch starts to kind of get all twisted and stretched out of shape. So that's why we put that Curve on there. Another great thing with this is you can also do the exact same things I talked about for staging your chem lights, is you can do the same thing with this. So let's say you're running like a chest rig that's got an interior pocket or a GP pouch or whatever that's got Velcro on the inside. You can stage your chem lights that way, which is a really great way to keep track of those in the dark. So you can stage like, your IRs, your reds, your greens, whatever. These are going to be hitting the Cold Harbor Supply website shortly. And we're also going to be selling these on macabresolutions.com. Appreciate you guys checking out the video today on the Cold Harbor Supply YouTube channel, and stay tuned for more.